CPNG. QNRX. RF. YMM.
Pre-markets, market prep coming up. Have a look at the disclaimer for me. All for educational purposes. Go. It's quiet this morning. It's very, very, very quiet this morning. Didn't have too much out there really for you in pre-market in terms of small caps today, but I'm not sure if it's because of this reason here on the Nasdaq. Well, let's get rid of a couple of those. Yeah, I've got Nasdaq investigating an issue with its matching engine at this time and will provide further updates as soon as possible. And Nasdaq continues to investigate the matching engine problem. Oh. Yep, still there. So I'm not sure. I've got literally nothing on volume, really. Nothing on volume. Anything that's coming up is on seriously low volume. Even if I look at here, look. We see that? Can you see that? Let's have a look. Look at the volume on these things. RGTI like 14,000, 160,000 on Boyle. That was called out on Friday. We'll have a look at that. But everything else is just like there's nothing here this morning. STI did pop earlier. So STI did pop earlier. So that popped into a. So we've got a benchmark up here sitting at 320 to 340. It popped. I've got a sell side liquidity pool sitting up here where it popped to. And yeah, it held kind of these levels here. I would have got an entry off of these levels, but it was just kind of a little bit sideways. I was just waiting for this level to kind of break down at 277, which it did pop, but since it's holding the backside, so there might be something on there, but it's not one of those nice fresh pre-market high volume hits a level and then drops by, like, you know, 60-70 cents. It's not doing that. It's hanging around up at the kind of above 50% of its spike, and that sometimes suggests that it has some more upside, but we'll see if that plays out. I'm just keeping an eye on it. Has confirmed and dropped below like a key level this morning that was holding it, and is holding the backside of that right now, but I'm not sure it's trying to fade off here quite now. Now TSL and TSLT have been on the scanners, but they are ETFs of Tesla. So if you're looking at TSLL, like I say, the only thing with volume is ETFs, and this is just indicating that Tesla must be having a kind of pre-market update. So we'll take a look at Tesla a little bit later, but from now on, STI, BBAI. So we've got on BBAI. Yeah, so BBAI has had its spike. It's working. It's pre-market. It's a buy-side liquidity down here. It popped to its kind of intraday benchmark, and then there's another one up here at 343 with sell-side liquidity support at 416. If it does continue to work out of this level, this is the 2-hour chart. So if I drop down, I'll look and see what 5 minutes is doing. So if I do see buy-side liquidity holding these guys, so here and here it has held this morning also, and then there'd be another one kind of down here at 247. So we'll see if that works. Doesn't look like it's going to be necessarily a pre-market trade there, but just keeping an eye on a big bear AI. It is an AI stock after all, so AI stocks have been running, coming back to their buy side liquidity pool, resting, and then taking another go. So we'll keep an eye on that today. Also BNAI, what is that? BNAI. So another one had a run here pre-market from $10 to $26. It's gone here from Friday's lows at $6.40 up to $21 today.
QBTS.
What have we got on that?
QBTS.
Okay, again, there is a short there this morning. If we look on the 1 minute, super light on volume, super light on volume.
LTBR.
Again, I'm not sure if this is because we're not getting those orders matched at the Nasdaq right now. So I think we just are not seeing all the information that's feeding through on the data. So I don't know. Everything is super light. It's doing what it should be doing, but on super light volume. So the other one I was looking at was let's pop that in there. Oh. The other one was a Very. Now Very has been a very strong past few days.
MJ.
Kind of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And this morning it got to a benchmark level that I would want to short, but the volume again is low. And even like this is my perfect entry. My benchmark comes back, tests that sell side liquidity pool, and then drops. You know, that is a nice choice. I like Very there. I really do like Very.
Snap.
Let's have a look. You're breaking kind of trend lines, all sorts going on at the moment in terms of confirmation. Closed below these stair steppers, so it looks quite nice. Very. I'm just trying to work out what that volume is. If I can find somewhere. Try and get an information window up here. I do like Very for the short side. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's got a real nice run up here. Even if I take it from its last buy side liquidity pool, actually that wouldn't be the case. It would be that one there.
KVU.
Yeah, it could rest down here at $3. That could be really nice today. Really, really nice.
No,
I can't get pre-market volume on TradingView as far as I'm aware. I need to know its pre-market volume. Alright. So I like Very. I need to find out what its pre-market volume is. I'm not grabbing. If I just find it, I might be able to get some info on it. There you go. So its volume today is still only 83 million. So, sorry, 83,000. So, you know, that doesn't normally bother me in the slightest when it gets to my level. And it doesn't bother me today, to be honest. So first sell side holding, we're coming down to the VWAP here. I don't know if we'll get another try at that on the Very.
PDBC.
I don't want to get in at 440 if it can come back up to 460. Okay, so having missed that initial pop there, let's put an alert on back here. I'd like it to pop up, have another look really. So there's an alert up there for me. If we pop back up to that 455, 460 area, then I would like it to see it confirm 2 sell side liquidity pools even more. And then we've got first level of contention would be the pre-market lows coming in and 430. So if I can get 30 cents out of it and then leave a runner on and try and get something down to $3 today, that would be really nice. Speaking of a really nice short, last Thursday,
GDC.
I'm going to try and grab this actually. Let's try and grab this on YouTube, see where we are. My upload seems to be suffering a little bit. Let me know if I'm glitching out and I will take my video off and leave the screen up. So let's have a quick look on YouTube. It was on the 14th. March 18th, 19th, or what's the date today? 18th, so 4 days ago. So it must be this one.
Oh,
Where was we?
You only got $45 to reach the target on your evaluation. That's amazing. So be careful on that.
Yeah, don't go too big now.
Yeah, tiny. Appreciate it. We always more knowledge.
These liquidity.
Check.
Oh no, it's a day early. No wonder I can't find it. So that's the day early. So I want to be
Pags. Goev.
Has it been pulled?
QBTS.
Day was the 14th here. Calendar.
ITRM.
So it must have been the
GH.
13th. Must have been the 13th because we didn't stream on the 14th.
Swin. DRD.
I'll have to keep looking. I don't know where. I
CDO.
just can't find where I alerted that at all.
APRA.
I was sitting there right at 8 minutes. Oh, I don't know. Tenon, Tesla. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to show you it. I'll show you it instead. Right, here we go. COCH. I called this out live on the stream, which I will find in a minute. But I was back on the 14th here.
KZZ.
Right, so it was right up here. And I was calling 950. And I was saying we'd just come into this sell side liquidity pool. We'd had a big first red day. That's what I was trying to explain with this big red square. That was a big red day. Right, so it'd been up, 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 up. Big red day on COCH. And we called 950 short. I said I would love to get a pullback to 950. And target was down there sitting at 4. And for the next, look at what it done. Like literally sitting in that middle target right down there at 424 as we speak today. That was a beautiful, beautiful call. Love it when they work out like that for sure. But yeah, COCH, not really much to do for me now on that because this resting buy side liquidity pool can just sideways 3 to 5. So yeah, just wanted to call that one out because that was a beautiful call from last week. Now SMR does seem to be running. I don't know. Let's see what we've got from the Nasdaq in terms of the system status. 537, still nothing on. No updates since then. So still got this issue, and I think that's why we're not seeing a huge amount of volume come in on anything this morning because I don't think we're seeing the matches. But we'll see what we've got. So SMR is running up. Where have we got? A level up here at 11 for SMR. Another power play, energy play. To have been working through this, made a nice run up to the benchmark. We had a short off this first benchmark, which was fine. Now we have a
OCFT.
A break out of that benchmark. So we're just kind of watching to where this can go and what it can do today. So the first thing that I would be looking for is if it can hold benchmarks. Now currently it's aggressively run off, so from yesterday's lows we have not come back for it, and then from the pullback from yesterday's original high, the first high it had, we just tacked into that first level of liquidity at 760, and then we're running off. We're now up at 8. So this stock has got potential today on the long side. So I'm not going to call a short on it straight away. Again, the post-market high there has not been looked at this morning, and it's just off and running. So really, if it come down to look at $8, 790, that would be its buy side liquidity. And it looks good up here for 11 for me. The bogey level will be smack in the middle. Smack in the middle. So if I was just taking that, the bogey level that we've been seeing lately is it kind of stalls at this level. It can stall at that level even for the day. So it looks like it's topped out at 943 and then comes back and then goes off the next day to 11 or later on in that trading day. So let's just pull this back to where it was. So I'm just looking at these call outs at the moment. I've had to reduce the criteria because of what's coming, of what's not, what I don't think is coming through on the NASDAQ, just to try and catch anything that might be running. But I'm manually this morning trying to work through it and see what that might be. So at the moment, SMR I'm liking for a long side play. Let's bring that down. SMR, where are you? So just marking that up. That's potential long today, whereas most everything else I look forward to be short. So BNAI has come off that 21.22 level. That sell side liquidity pool always all jumped down to 15 already on that one. But difficult morning to play because it doesn't look like the volume's there to play the stock. But I don't know if that's actually the case. STI coming back down off that level again from 274 to 265. It's nice, but if you're in it, oh my God, you must be, well, either falling asleep at least trying to hold the position. It's a tough one. NNOX again. We're coming into a level on NNXOX. This is already drawn in here. Sell side liquidity pool from a move previously. All right. So these pump into that benchmark. We do have a higher level. Let's bring this across up here at 17. In order to get there, it's got to break 12. It has to break this 12 to get there. Never mind the other highs. It has to break this $12 mark and close above in order to try and get to 17. That was, again, that bogey level that I would draw in just a 50% range would be sitting here. So we kind of was very close to that, and that's the sort of thing I'm talking about as we go and hit it and literally come back. The only indication here, right, if we've still got more to go, is that it holds its buy side liquidity pool. It holds the buy side. All right, so all the while, so that we still have a short on, we can still take the short. We can still take the short off of benchmark, right? So when we get up, so a short here, for example, when we come near to this level, you know, we can take this. It comes straight down here, so it's going to be high. We come straight back into it, and then we come off. There's no problem with us taking that short, even though we're not at benchmark 2. But when we hold the buy side liquidity here, look, once. Yep. So once, then another push, and twice. And we've got 2 sell side liquidity pools actually that are holding right now. If we look, let's see if this one was taken out in its entirety. No. Right. So this sell side liquidity pool was good for a short down to its buy side, right? And that's what I do. I'm selling these benchmarks and sell side liquidity pools from one targeting the other pool, all predicted, and right now we have kind of a cluster of benchmark 1, which the benchmark can still act as a level of resistance here. It doesn't matter if it goes right through or not. It still remains until, you know, benchmark, until it hits and takes that benchmark 2, and then effectively that trend, that run is complete. So in order to get to benchmark 2, though, we obviously have this 13 level now and the 12. But if we do break the 12, there's a higher probability we could break 13, purely because we haven't taken out 17 yet on this stock. So NNOX looks like something we should keep an eye on today. I can't call short on this sell side liquidity pool right now because buy sides keep holding. Yeah, and the first area of buy side keeps holding, which is the more aggressive. When we start working our way back down into the bottom, that's when we can kind of hold a sell side liquidity pool and then fade off. At the moment, we're not seeing
FWDF.
that. We've broken the trend line. If everybody else is looking at this, they would be drawing something like that, and we've clearly broken that. Question is, are we going to get anything 1166? And again, I'm not sure we're seeing those. I'm not sure we're seeing trades match pre-market, and I'm not sure we're getting the data if they are. So we'll see. We'll just keep an eye on that, because we may get something. So here's an update now. Can still investigating the issues with the matching engine at this time. Additionally, any unacknowledged orders on Rash Fix have been cancelled back to customer. Okay, right. So all the orders are not getting placed on one of the straight through processors there. So we definitely have some issues there over on the Nasdaq this morning. So it's just a little bit dodgy. Even if you are placing your orders, you could get them cancelled out by the looks of what they're saying there. So STI again still sitting there. Looks good, doesn't it, on the 1 hour there, on the 1 minute, Oh, there you go. There's a nice drop. Oh, if you're in that short, well done. Like, you've been in there forever, I'm sure. 809. You've been in that for over 2 hours. So if you've taken some off that, well done. Hopefully you're aware of what's happening there at the Nasdaq this morning, so you can play it. What's going on with Verb? Did Verb ever come off? Yeah, okay, but that is not a red day still, is it? So that was just kind of a pop. Yeah, so that was a pop to 90 and then rejected back down to 4K. No, nothing on that for me, unless I hear Verb getting called out with speed on the tape again. I have nothing to do on Verb. So a quick look at Banny. Okay, so Banny is coming back then. Again, it is a beautiful short, but I'm just not convinced this is sketchy volume.
DHY.
What do I want on this? This is going to be our buy side template. Okay. So
Back.
the short on BNAI is there, but oof, it's like this could jump in a second if this is real volume. Target 13, then 11, then 9 if you can get it, but watch 13 for the jump in. If this is going to go further today, let's see what we've got back. So it's a retest of the high. Look.
Save.
That's how we know what is going on here. Look, we know we've got this sitting up here. We know it's a retest of that high, so we know we've got sell side liquidity sitting up there. Where did that go? Oh, can I grab it? So there's a sell side pull sitting up there. We hit it, and then we come back and give you another sell side micro pull sitting there for an entry for a short at like 20.50. Comes down to 14.89. The next target is 13 for me, and that's how to do it. But yeah, at the minute I can't get in. I don't feel like I can get in much with this issue that the Nasdaq is having. It's like you're just not seeing what's going on really. So I've got ADI winning the race. WETH is a new one at the moment. So ADI holding kind of 50% range. It's just held its buy side liquidity. So be careful on. Be careful. Oh no, it didn't come down into its buy side. So it was close. So be even more careful, because if it doesn't come down to tap its buy side liquidity, it can be more aggressive to the upside. So we'll keep an eye on that and see if we can get down into that 115 area. What's happened previously? So again, this is something that we would be kind of expecting. Okay, so very, very close. Don't know what's low. No, it's this one. So we was up there at 130 sell side liquidity on IDAI. Didn't quite get there. So just so we know that is there. At one.
Tell.
Yeah, so buy side sitting down here at 115, sell side sitting up there at 130. We'll put an alert on that and see what we get on IDAI. What else was coming up? WTH, WETH.
BDRY.
Wow. Yeah, this just looks really odd this morning. I'm not feeling it with this Nasdaq issue. Seems really. I hope they fix this by the open. Otherwise, it's going to make the open look like no one wants in anything.
Loved.
Even this looks like Fridays. It just looks like Fridays. It doesn't look like today. It doesn't look like a new day. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't look like a new day. This is normally green with big volume gappers. There's nothing. Look at these. Look, 29,000. That can't be true. That can't be accurate.
Tenths.
Anyway, LIDR still
TKC.
popping.
Loved. AQST.
When was this from? So this is from the 5th of March. 5th of March. Let's have a look at where these benchmarks are on LIDR. So I'm just going to take a look at the daily over here. Nothing drawn on yet. A quick look at the daily. So if we're looking at the daily, this stock has got what I like. Yeah, it's been coming down. It's been getting absolutely crucified down here. Then we've got a reverse stock split in Jan, and we're still sitting at these lows, right? So the stock split should have something to do with getting the stock above $1. And pre-market now we're sitting at $1.40. So it did have an attempt, right? It did have an attempt. If we just look at the 2 hour here, it did have an attempt after that split here. So obviously you get an initial pump, and that's nice. That gives us this indication, yeah, this volume, kind of unusual volume here because of the stock split, and then we're sitting at $1. So it didn't do its job effectively of keeping the stock above $1 to keep it on the exchange, given the minimum requirements to stay on the exchange are to be above $1. So let's grab this over here where we got it. A few LiquiVisions sitting up here. Yeah, so right now it looks very, very young in terms of if this could run. Now I'm just going to throw a couple of these up here.
TKC.
Right, so that's what I'm going to call.
GI.
So I'm going to call a benchmark up here, and I'm going to put a sell side liquidity pool because there will be one before it. So you need to watch out at 160 and 170 to see whether or not this has the potential to continue down. It has popped today. You know, it is on the scanners, all a bit dodgy this morning, but there's two levels here, $3 and $2 to 230. Right, so we could go there if this volume can persist. If we can only get to 165, 170 and it starts to hold, then you could be on with the sell. It's continued to be backside after that pop after the split. So from basically March the 5th. So looking very backside at the moment, and the difference being on this, the reason why I would be wary of it getting to benchmarks today is that it failed. Yeah, if we're going to go again, it's going to hold this resting liquidity pool here, and it didn't. What it's come is dropped below, and it's testing the backside of it now, 150. So I'm not totally keen on LIDR at the moment, even though it is popping number one. Or just sitting there. Yeah, see, it's looking at those orders. If they're not getting matched, they're cancelling them. You would obviously have to put the order in again. So you're not going to get the resolution on your shorts pre-market that we normally get today. That's the feeling I get. Quick look at the system status again.
AQST.
Nothing updated since 6:14. Okay.
Relim.
Okay.
AAPB.
So let's have a look at Tesla, because that's the one that was showing like it had pre-market volume today. Let's have a look at it on the higher time frame. All right. So Tesla, it loves these levels. Tesla, it really does like to play off them. We hit a benchmark 2 last, when was that? That was mid-Feb. We hit that benchmark 2, and it's been weak kind of ever since. Ever since we've hit that. So let's have a look at Tesla, see what we've got on the downside.
NLY.
Just checking. Wow.
Till. BW. Fin.
Oops. So I'm going to go with
Blue.
$172.92.
SMFG.
Yeah, so that's what I've got on Tesla, is that it's in a benchmark to the downside. It's in a benchmark to the downside, but it's got another one down here. Now, generally the bigger caps like these bigger benchmarks, but Tesla being what it is, the Mag 7, one of the Mag 7 stocks, it can act like a small cap in terms of those benchmarks and go to its benchmark too. But for the minute, it's still downside. We do have these liquidity pools on the bigger time frames that it's coming into. Both of these liquidity pools down here, just literally like a couple of cents off this, and I do throw these on the chart, a couple of cents off this here. Just a couple of cents off. So let's see what we've got now. Let's tidy some of this up, because so we didn't. I'm going to leave this up there because we didn't come and get it. We did come and do this. We played between that for days, and then when we find it, and that's the thing about these liquidity pools, by the way, they're good for a bounce, okay? But if they don't bounce, they are good for the opposite direction, because there's such a key level, right? Because that's a hidden liquidity pool. If they use up that liquidity, and you'll see this, these hidden liquidity pools are different to the level 2. They're not passive orders that you see on level 2. They are aggressive market orders in between the bid and ask that come in. So you don't get to see them on level 2 or level 2 software. So what I'm doing is predicting where that level is. It's formulated. It's not anything crazy. It's just formulated where that liquidity should come in. It moves all the time with market movements and market swings, but when it's there and the market does nothing else between two of them and gets trapped, oops, that's not the one I want to trap, and gets trapped like this, then the one that fails is literally the key. It's not like a breakout. it is like a breakout trade, but it's not a breakout trade of kind of one of these levels here. It's the break of the bottom of the pool, because that's the last area where there was this hidden liquidity, and if it's cracked through, then it really goes. So that's kind of what we look for. We'll probably see another one here, right? Here's another one, right? There's buy side liquidity here, and if we was to drop down, let's see if we can get anything on the 30-minute. Did we get any acknowledgement of that at all? Literally nothing. All right, so it comes down, it comes down, it comes down. It would have all been taken out. You would have seen it on the tape at the time, and then it continued to drop and continued to drop, and that's kind of what happens. So they either do this, hello, and gone, or they do this and gone. All right, so it's kind of, it's the benchmarks that sit up here and act as accumulation. Right, so the benchmarks have you hit your benchmark, then you accumulate and can accumulate, and then you come off, and then once you're out of your benchmark, you can trade the gap. Right, so effectively what we've got down here is benchmark to benchmark, and what you're trying to do is trade the gap. And the idea of when you can really get in that confidently is when the buy side liquidity pool fails, and then you get your drop and you're trading the meat of the move. That's what we're trying to do here. All right. Who we got on?
You can.
Okay. Don't think Tradecast that is updated from Friday or Thursday actually. All right, so quick look at the market status again. Any update from the Nasdaq?
NNDM, TWM.
No, I'm sure they've got their guys working remotely on this, calling them in the office. So in any case, what we've got is we need to understand, I'm going to leave it just to the left, that we are in a buy side liquidity. I'm going to get some of this off and tidy it up from last week. So there, another fail of that buy side liquidity pool, that's negated, so you can get rid of that. These guys can all tidy up. Benchmark, or intraday benchmark. Sell side liquidity wasn't fully taken out there. Look, oh my god, I've drawn that on the daily or something. Well, maybe extend right, not. Come on. Okay, so simply where I think that we are looking for today, let's get all these best execution levels off because they're only good for the session. All right, so if we look in, let's jump on the 1 hour. So each of these were holding sell side liquidity, right? So the indication that this is going to be the one that fails, not this one, is that each of these swings sell side liquidity was holding. Then we got a lower sell side liquidity that was holding. Then we got a lower sell side liquidity that was holding. Then finally we broke. If you were looking to the buy side, your buy side held this swing, which is the one I've drawn in, and then to keep working it, yeah, this one held to this one. See how this buy side held to this one. This buy side held first, so that's your first indication that this one could fail. Then we went back to sell side liquidity, and then we failed. So that's it. That's what we're looking for on Tesla. Now, on Tesla, I'm now looking for where the nearest sell side liquidity is. So that was the most recent sell side that held. This is our new swing.
VSCO.
So I'm going to call 172.50. I think it's going to like. Perhaps 170, 150, 172.50. Now these guys are, I don't know why I've marked them up in red. They are buy side. Oops. Oh, why does this happen? This is a glitch I'm getting on TradingView. I don't know if anyone else is getting it. Maybe you don't draw as many boxes as I do, but you can't get it and change the template kind of thing. You have to get it and redraw it. If you try and change the template, it just disappears.
OARK.
And there's two of them because there were two kind of lows that they were drawn from. All right. Okay, so we are in a buy-side liquidity pool, double whammy. We are in a benchmark, although we've got one below here. That would be a nice trade. If we do come off here, that could be our target down there at 144. On the hourly, we are just all down. So 2 hourly, we are all down. The only thing we've broke at the moment really is the stair stepping. So if we are short on Tesla, we use these to keep us in the trade. We've double bottomed out at that level. If we look at that on a 30-minute, let's see if that is a true double bottom. It is a true double bottom. We tried to hold buy side and then we went double bottom. Not a lot we can do about that. So now we're going to see if we are overlaying. All right. Yeah. So if buy side continues to hold into the open, assuming all is all right on the Nasdaq here, coming into the open, we could hit for sell side liquidity first, have a short trade down to this buy side liquidity pool. That's the most recent one. And in fact, I'm going to bring this all the way over here so that I know it was there, but actually this one's probably the one that counts now. So yeah, there could be a trade on up here, looking for rejection in this area, confirmation in this area to the downside for a target down here of 164. That would be a huge kind of move for Tesla again. Very, very volatile move for Tesla. Okay. I'm going to switch my video off because I'm getting a poor stream issue from YouTube right now on the widget. Let's just switch that out. So I'm just going to go over to OBS. And we're going to shut that cam off for the minute. See if that helps us out. Not sending that information up on the upload. So as soon as that catches up, just going to do a quick speed test. Upload, no problemo. This is where I'm going to see a super download. Right, oh, well, we've still got STI on. Oh, it's at 255. It's just a little pop. Yeah, I must look at that. That's terrible. Come on, Starlink. You can do better than 5 on upload, surely. What are our streamers going to do with that? Okay, so it's still poor. It's still going to glitch a little bit, but that's all I've got at the moment. So that's our Tesla. Yeah, so anything else really? STI, that's the short that would have been a decent play this morning. I think you've struggled in that because of what's going on at the Nazi. So yeah, so you can see now, look, the STI is looking like it's just holding all sell side liquidity pools now, at least at this moment in time. Okay, so each one of these, drop for drop, is holding. And that's what gives us confidence in a short trade, is all the while we are not breaking these. I'm good to stay in it. I'm happy. And where did we draw? So again, you can see, look, we broke that sell side liquidity pool. There's the aggression on the move when we do that. All the way up here. Actually, I was going to take this low here. Looks cleaner. Yeah, so that's the most recent one now.
Note. ITRM.
Okay, so target down there at 210. See if I can still keep playing these. All right, so no update. Okay, so another look in. If you so that's already been used there. Look, so watch this. We've got the VWAP just above us now, and this one was this one, and now you've got a new one, which you've got to be careful, because if this is not just a VWAP touch that comes down now, that's what you need to be careful. That's my first indication of oh there you go. Okay, so now it's okay if we close below it. Okay. That's a little VWAP touch. If you can close below that, then we can again carry on, because as you can see here, what's got to happen for the sell side liquidities to continue to work and define a downtrend in this stock pre-market at the moment is the buy side has to fail every time. So that's what we should see, is the buy side fail every time. So really, a bit arguably, like we're only talking about 1 or 2 cents, but still,
Snacks.
If this buy side held and we broke above there, then that would be our first indication that that's the case. But it kind of
QS.
did poke just below it. So let's see if we get our pin bar here, and perhaps another opportunity to short if you could get it matched. So even if you got in here, still can't call this seriously.
CDLX.
Okay. Okay, seems I have a problem on my platform as well then. 279.
Snacks. EFC.
Yeah, massive platform. Not even getting any data through on my platform this morning. Okay, let's close all that down and restart. Otherwise, we do have a serious problem then, Nazi, if I can't even execute this now. There you go. There is the seller. Yeah, there's the sell coming off now from 262 down at 257.
Ziz. Siga. KMI.
So no, so it looks like the Nasdaq has determined the root cause of the matching issue and is working to resolve the issue. So they've identified the problem now. They're just trying to get on it and get their techies on it to try and resolve it. But here you go. In any case, there's the short on STI. Really, you'd have been in that from kind of the earliest from 290s. Really, if you'd nailed the tippy top, and you're still waiting for that, you're 40 cents up as it kind of stands at 95 to 55. The gap is here now. I'd really like to just break this little area that we've got going on here. That would be super nice and get a flush down. Although I do think we're just having problems overall this morning. Discord super.
Rig. TWM. BW.
The SMR still hanging around that 826 level. Yeah, I still don't have any data coming through, guys. There's not a lot I can do for this. What I'm going to do is leave the trading chart up. I can't execute anything this morning in any case then. So I'll leave those charts up with you. I'll leave the audio on so you can see what the shout out is to take a look at. But I'm getting literally no volume on anything this morning, so we'll see if that's just the Nazi issue. What can I leave up for you? Let's look at, is this affecting that? actual NQ futures.
GDS.
Wow.
GDS.
Right, so just be aware what it is calling out is not the usual money flow pre-market. It is a very, very light
GDS.
version because I just had to
GDS.
bring all the criteria down in order to even see anything. So this is just kind of anything that is moving in pre-market. So
SRK.
best to look at these ones in terms of what gappers are winning as opposed to the money flow when you hear it shouted at the moment. You can obviously take a look at each of those tickers. Wow, what is going on this morning?
GPO.
Okay, so the Globex session is clearly bullish on that Nasdaq trade. I'm looking to get to
CDLX.
any difference in that 240 versus, there's quite a fair bit of difference on that.
TZA. EC.
So that's what I'm going for on the NQ. So NQ looking to get up there into 18. So 240, 8240, 8280. Looking for rejection up there. Let's see if we can get. Let's see if we can get that up there. Right, so we've got to just have a look at NQ on here. So that's a similar thing, right? That's where Tesla wants to go. That's where Tesla wants to go, is to its sell side liquidity. NQ wants to go there as well. Makes sense. So buy side, sell side on the NQ.
BYND.
Yeah, see if we look on the hourly. Yeah, this is what I am. Look at this beautiful move into the first level of buy side liquidity there on Monday last week. Targeted the sell side liquidity pool that we drew in on Monday last week, up there at 18,490s. Tapped into the first level of liquidity there. Tapped in again, then come back, and then went deep into that liquidity pool. Tried to touch the bottom of that channel right there, and now we're coming off. So this is our latest sell side liquidity based on this swing down from Friday. And that's what we look. So we're looking at each swing. So the sell side liquidity pool we tapped into there from Thursday, we tapped into later on Thursday afternoon, and each time we would play that. So I didn't do this one on Friday here, but you can see we tapped into that as well. So CB. So each one of those. So sell side liquidity still holding at the moment. That's going to be the key thing now. We tapped into the bottom of this channel pretty much. Are we going to break sell side liquidity and push up and grab some more from up here? It's still sitting there. We've still got level 2 and level 3 to grab from that side. That would almost be a double top, wouldn't it? Even if we grabbed 85 and didn't need to get up to 90, that would still be pretty close. That's 690, by the way. I'm talking 590. Okay, so there's your levels on NQ. So yeah, let's quick look at the Russell, because ultimately that's where all our small caps live. Oh, I've got an issue completely today. Daily. So the Russell broke out of its channel prior, clearly. So the Russell broke out of its channel and then went back to test the back of it with a new high. So now that same pull for the Russell sitting up here. And it doesn't look like it wants to come back and get it right now. Yeah, so this is like, so it doesn't look like, so this is kind of rolling over at the moment. What have we got here? These are line. Yeah, so we've got a kind of channel going up here. This is just on the 30-minute chart though. All right, so if I'm going to bring this in now, let's drop it down to 10. Yeah.
ASX.
So what I'm seeing here then, so just looking at what the 10-minute is doing, right?
Till.
I'm going to take this low here to the initial swing high. We didn't come and get it. That would be a double bottom. We're following it across to the new highs, to the new highs. There's one there. So that tapped in. So I can use that one to generate the next one. And the next one is there. So that tapped in. So we still have the lowest level of buy side liquidity there. Buy side pull. And this one here didn't come and get it. So that's still available. So we can come down, grab that before we go up to that. Okay, that's kind of the way I'm thinking here. But I do notice this is failing and has failed, right? So this we held and then failed. So this is the first instance, and like I said, for every kind of, if your buyers are holding, your sells have to fail, your sell pulls are failing. This one has just held. So in your Globex session here for London on the futures for Russell, which is where all our small caps are kind of held, we have just broken that buy side liquidity pool. So we have a gap now down to 2058 or even 2050, because these two are still pretty valid. For any further lows, you'd have to break 2051 and get to 2050 and get down there. If 2058, 2055 holds, then you could go up to 2081. So not as clear as the Nasdaq really. The Russell doing its own thing. We'll see if they come aligned today. I just wanted to look at MEDA and SOUN because SOUN has been very active the past few weeks. Yeah, so SOUN, look, this was its buy side liquidity, double bottomed into it, now working its way out of it. If it's looking for somewhere to go, it is going to be... Oh, that was close. It's going to be there. Okay, so SOUN, watch out for SOUN at 960, 990, 10. If it can't get through there, it's got another, it can have another look down. We've got this guy all the way down here that can come down to at 660. Called the same thing out with COCH, right? Called the same out at COCH. This was his benchmark 2. Spiked up to it, tried to grab the daily sell side liquidity. There is one up here, obviously drawn in based off of these swings. So it's not that it can't go higher. There is a pull, massive pull up there, but we also can look at the 2 hour here, 3 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. Look, yeah, this at the moment from 18 is a retest of that. That's why I'm kind of expecting the big sell side liquidity pull there to hold. But for the moment, there could be an even nicer little short if we can get up to this 960, 980 area and reject. Wait for the confirmation. Don't just limit in on these things. So SOUN could be back on the cards today if we see something else. Right, CXAI. CXAI still has its sell side. It can't grab both at the same time. Sell side liquidity here. And it's sell side liquidity and its benchmark 2 sitting up there. This is not the original benchmark. This is the original benchmark here, the big one. So it's benchmark number 1, which probably means there's another level sitting up there at 5 for CXAI that we haven't tagged it to. So there is CXAI. If you're looking for a CXAI play ideally a pop up here to 340, 350 for a short.
Dust.
Ideally, if 350 can break and hold above at 350, 360 and close, then we've got a huge gap. Let's put the bogey level in there somewhere randomly around there. All right, so we're going to need to look out for 425, 420, but this could have 5 on it. But for now, I'm seeing this is a retest. It's backside, and we could retest this level right here. Okay, so the level we're looking to hold now is up there at 315.
Quick.
So CXAI could have shorts for 315. It's a little bit of both, right? We've got both long and shorts. We'll call it an amber for the minute. ANNX, right? ANNX on Friday. Thursday was a benchmark short. Thursday was a benchmark short. Come down to play it. Put in some more information and a benchmark up here. So I was trying to play this short. And I was trying to play it throughout the session. And I'm like, do you know what? It doesn't do this, right? When we come up to a retest of a benchmark level and we come in, it goes up there and then it fails. What it done was tacked into its buy side liquidity. I couldn't get any off. Tapped into down there with a 1 minute. So I just covered the position, didn't lose anything, didn't make anything. And then it popped up above the benchmark and now is holding its next buy side liquidity. So watch ANNX today for a pop to the upside. Wow, let me see what it's got on it. Where could we get any more benchmarks above there? Yes, is the answer. So you're gonna have a look, I believe. Whoa! Here it comes. Look at that. They've fixed it. I bet they've fixed it. Well, they've not reported they've fixed it. 6:50. What's the time now? On the hour. So 10 minutes ago. My guess. What's the time here? Well. That's the sort of thing I was expecting to happen when they fix it. Just checking Twitter. Sometimes Twitter's faster than, or not Twitter, X. X is faster than the Nasdaq can update its own system.
OILDHYLVG. GTI. OIS.
Okay, nothing from the squawk yet.
PNST.
Right, did that have any effect?
CPG. GP good. Really. DXC, INTT, ADAP, CDLX, PAGS, Buyer.
Right, let's look at something like, right, I just want to finish AWNX, right? AWNX, so this was its like kind of benchmark. This is what we were working from before. It failed the benchmark on Friday, so an indication of more long. This is the gap. Excuse me, look at the gap now. You've got 725, that's the bogey level. You've got up to 780 here, 790 or 8 on the next benchmark. So that's a very big gap to play. It might be in 2 and then a pullback and then another one. But that's kind of what you look for. All of that big bird I just drew there. Right, so that's ANNX. Look out for that. That really does look like it wanted it purely from this price action that wouldn't give up on Friday, just would not give up. Trapped between two poles, and then now we've broken up and then held the next one. So it's very, very bullish on AWNX at the moment. That looks bullish to me. STI, what happened on that volume?
GH.
Okay, so now it sounds like they're
NRUI.
matching because things are working out. Like this is normally what we get called out
Talent.
on the tape. Let's see if they've given us an update yet.
Doug. AQST. Dats.
No, it's still nothing from 650 there.
Music.
But this I think is a short here.
When.
Don't have. Let's see
Accra.
if I can get my platform back.
ICLRVSCX.
Let's see what we got here.
DNMR. HPP.
Okay,
SAC.
I do have a quote now of 252,
Bio. AVO.
but no, I got nothing on the day.
STEM. Relay. SLRC. RVSTG.
No, I can't execute on it. Never mind. Listen, guys. So I'm going to give it a wrap. I'll leave you up here with STI because I think this is the short. I think ANNX is going to be the long, even though it's not on any scanners at the moment. So I'll leave you with the race that's going on between ERJ and MVI at the moment. I'm just have a crash at ERJ.
SAC.
Okay. What's going on here?
RIG.
Wow.
Sun. EVLV. And SIG.
So this is not my normal kind of play that I like. This is not my. I like to see a small cap come off, get smashed, and then go sideways.
JBLU.
This isn't doing that. All I can say on ERJ is
Akbar.
that's all I can say on ERJ. Watch out for 25 is all I'm going to say. Yeah, 20, just under 25 on ERJ.
Akbar.
Let's see what that's. Put an alert up there.
MSS.
It gets close. See if we get that called out later. I'll leave you with STI. That seems to be the play of the morning for the shorts at least.
AEVA.
Yeah, so looking to see some sort of continuation and pop down here. Seriously, have I not? Can I not do this?
And SIG.
Not even the right quotes. No, nothing to do for me this morning now. I'm going to just wait and see if we get that update here.
Neog.
Nothing yet.
Aura.
I think they've probably resolved that because it's coming through everywhere else right now. So there's a test at the back of that trend line. Let's see if we can get another kind of 30 cents off of this play on STI would be really nice. Even though I can't get into it. I'll check the Discord, see what's going on. All right, I'll leave you with that, guys. I'll be back in a bit for the Open for sure. In fact, I'll be back with Trade the Pool for the Open on this one. All right, guys. Thanks.
Evo. AUDC. Lay. Swim. TSCPC. ADTH. And SIG. Relay. BNGO. SWN. SIL. ING. JBLU. Relit. tack. Nig. Ichab. Hitty. UA. 11. Versen. Just. Versen. PVL. IRBT. Versen. Akbar. FWBI. SGLY. DTSPCO. NFLY. SCX. Party. ZUO. Zeta. Elev. HPCO. GMM. YMM. RSI. PNST. FWBI. TAC. AEYE. MAC. CLF. NMHI. AHT. BTSG. 11. TME. ATGL. Web. Gold. Grab. CLF. FBIO. PSQH. HMY. As. Ing. TZOO. SMR. Silo. HIX. Web. IAG. IPDN. ADTH. LYT. Mac. Webs. ICL. GME. VNDA. ATXG. Beck. RSI. Silo. Trox. Kfin. Evo. Fin. RGLS. Swim. AVTX. RGLS. Tal. Math. Moon. PXLW. RGLS. RGLS. PNST. Riot. SLNH. Riot. AEHR. Boil. Boil. Ang. Ing. JZXN. Riot. Riot. Boil. Boil. Riot. Mtim. RYDE. AMCX. SMR. Yamug. NKTX. Rev. TWKS. SPWR. TAL. UNG. IMMX. APLTB. Wriggle. Bilai. AMSC. Coda. RIV. DLA. Zgol. GTHX. LTRX. Edit. Goev. Riot. Riot. Goev. SHLS. Oil. GV. AMX. INBS. KMDA. SMR. GTHX. LGHL. GBDC. CHWY. Woo. MRNY. TG. AJX. TTI. VZLA. AR. Sphinx. RNLX. Grab. CRD.B. Nvix. UUUUUUU. Rig. YPF. GoF. MII. Mezzo. Riddle. Azen. NBTSCO. TKC. GoEv. Plug. MFH. SLM. NVIX. Exit. GoEv. IVR. Duot. Fan. EBS. Riddle. Boy. AUR. INBS. WNNR. IBRX, ICL, SLM, SPRC, BMR, Sono, SLM, pill, NGD. Brea, Cara, CGBD. JWN, OSCR, GME, SLM, VYGR, GOEV, RGBMR, DXC, BMR, LO, SMR, GOEV, DNB, LFT, Angi, IAUX, GDS, AMCR, GOEV, BMR, AMCR, GOEV, GOEV, SMR, CODA, ADAP, TKC, GOEV, BMR, LTH, AVXL, TSL, GOEV, SMR, GOEV, HLN, GOEV, GOEV, TKC, ONCY, OSS, NWL, ACHR CRK Sidhu Ba NBSE Goev MJ Inab NBSE DBGI GDRX EBS Goev Boil IIN Goev LYFT Goev EBS Goev EBS ACHR UNG CKPT SXC IINN Quick NXE Iron Riv Riddle Iron YOLO IVMUX Iran Kai SFL VSTM INDP HLN More. STWD. JZXN AHT. JRVR. Webl. SGHC. SBH. LGHS. MP. AIV. JZXN. ARI. CINJWN. NMRKSCO. BXMT. CUK. Woof. Top. Run. Riddle. CDIO. BTAI. NVIX. ADIL. SHLS. FSLY. GH. Fan. Silge. OTLY. IOVA. SLM. OCFT. OM. A. SLM. Cotti. Ing. BRCC. FSLY. LPSN. LSF. A. Myo. Senks. Mund. NM. GME. HLA. A. 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 Q. A. BBCP. Run. A. HLF. FTEC. TKC. A. LSF. IEP. Good. TAC. HU. QD. Inab. LYFT. PRT. LYFT. Nexi. SNSE. IBRX. TRTX. EBS. Relip. HPK. ANGH. Pen. RCM. MP. APRA. MP. MP, ACP, ING, CLF, wish, A, NWG, Brea, GSBD, GNL, A, MP, RGCO, CDMO, A, 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 AMBP, A, SWKH, A, AAPB, SLM, HLSF, IGR, RF, AAPB, CVM, ZVSA, ZVSA, PAGS, MP, Bank, HMY, Cassie, PIK, BIT, AAPB, MRT, NWL, CLM, AAPB, A, EON, OABI, A, IOVA, BYSI, FUFU, ACRS, A, AAPB, PAGS, TBLT, NKTI Mat KNI Syncs CDXS PTN Blue GTI CTMX Havum Alti MFA ATHA KPTI VTEX CISO RQI PFN PGX RYLD CTMX NFLY GGB GUT PWFL DTST EQ HLN CTMX ABCL Blue Cat Akbar Blue Tallow ONB ACB IWSY SPRB CGC ONB LXRX ONB PRCH TCPC VTG LBPH PWSC XU Blue IBRX PAX SPRB CAN ACB LAG SGC Open TSVT CGC Open TSVT LAC CGC TSVT Plug GRPH CPLVHWY BTFOI OPTX Open SLI UAVS Plug QIDSB LAC MCRB GRPH SCLX INSJT TSVT PGX FLNAC CCL LEMTML CPG AMSBWST SGC RIV ADCNH AMP CUK GMM MAL LCT OBDC UAVS GRDI NA PFLT SBD PLX ZJVLGRPN GORCCHNR TBL2 LYFT FBCCL NYCB ACB Joby SCYMST ALLKSS Rev ACB CCTG SKLZGBD Cook SHLS CCL EVCM IWMG LUT Consul PEY ULCC Canton Twin GOF CCCC UWAVTX GSM AISP LEV KEP ACAS MBIO BRR SGD out CLF KLNE DTC AVDX CCTG FUBO out CRDYPY ONCY SILV NUSCHWY Zila Newt KBWIRBT PBR.O OBDC AVTX NGD SMFG LNZara CNTW RF PEY CUK GDBC INVZ IWAYYY Yang B GRYP EVA FSK ASTDSX CGBD Iron VFF AMTX Psi Seal NBST VTISP IRWD BRR Getty Snap Atus RGLS IEP WBD Snap AAOI Atos NCLH TSLL Tallow ULTY Snap Con FWBI RGLS PIII QVCCC WBD GUFX MKTW EVCM QNST Park RIVTG CPNG AMCR TGL RYDE 11 Pway AMTX VIPs SBI CIG Agile ICCT OSPN WBD RPX SBI DEI Mod BWMX RGLS.
TSLT.
CPNG. Pets.
TSLT.
BGI.
TSLL.
DEI.
TSLT.
SID.
TSLT.
Huya. VBTX.
TSLL.
AAOI.
TSLL.
Ajal.
TSLT. TSLT.
AVTX.
TSLT.
OPFI.
TSLL.
PIDI. TSHA. STNE.
RGLS. RGLS.
View. Asset. Lay. TLS. NTBL. MRNY. NXTP. APCX. Sono. Xomo.
Riv.
ASX. AMC. Weifu. KBAT. OBE. INBS. Sono. CNVS. Bioth. SFL. CKPT. YOLO. SVM. PCT. OSCR. PCT. Turn. Elva. GCI. DNMR. Lays. LXRX. BNAI. TGTX. ABCL. METV.
TSLT.
Party. ACLAP. DVX. Pays. FRSH. SLM. NTBL. VSTM, good. FRSH. OARK. EAD. VTYX. Getty. IGMS. ENVX.
IONQ.
TSLRG.
IONQ.
Elva SSSS.
IONQ. IONQ.
Locked. BRT. XTLB. MREO. DBRG.
TSLL.
ASRT.
TSLL.
SBXC. EQX. GRTS. SVFD. REL. GGB.
TSLT.
TSLT. TRTX. LRHC. CNK ENVB. TSL. FRSX. PEY. ATLX. Falk.
Snap. Heart.
Hut. Jenk. PDSB.
Heart.
NVX. MGX. Creef.
Snap.
ZIOSCR. BNL. IVZ. Silk. Oi, FSM, NVIX. NVIX.
TSLL.
AJX. ACI.
TSLL.
Huya. Nine. Spry.
TSLT.
Mezzo. NVIX. GPMT. PIK. MDiv. Band. ASX. ENVB SRFM. ACXP. LSPD. CRK. A. CRML. VERX. GNSS. Do. DX. ASP. ELTNCLH SCYX. CLRO. BDRY. BAT. TSL. APA. AES. CLRO. ELTX SST. STNE. ELTX. EBS. CRNC. MITC. ENLC. APVO. STNE. QUAC. BDRY. RZLT. Zeta. GNL. ASA. CRVS. HBIO. GOEV. RGCO. GOEV. Octopus, Nig. Big. TLS. SST. Theme. OSPN. Goev. Goev. UA. IGR. CLO TBLA, BAN ULTY, CLO, UAA. Goev, Link. ZLS. TSLR. HPH, LGCFSH. CDIO. BAUS.
All right, guys, just to quickly recap before I head on over to trade the pool in about 35 minutes
IONR.
at 9 a.m.
MSFD.
EST. We are looking at the Russell being at the top of its channel. There's a sell side liquidity pool above it that it could be heading for. We don't know yet. We'll see what volatility we get out of the open. But the sell side eventually gave in. The buy side, well, it kind of done it double bottomed at the buy side, but sell side went and cracked. That's why we've got that nice momentum move to the upside. And we've got a big liquidity pool sitting up there from the move from last week on Friday. So that could be what it's gunning for. So we'll look to see what happens up here. Could be looking for shorts up at this area.
CLO.
NQ, similar thing. Buy side liquidity pool was sitting down here, worked right the way down to the bottom of it. It's currently in its sell side liquidity pool with another one sitting up. So if the Russell's leading, it broke its smaller sell side liquidity pool, and it could be a run for there. So a gap here between kind of 290, a close above 290, up to 480. That's a huge move. If we give that potential there. STI was short, we called this morning, and worked out to target. So the short was a
TSLT.
PWM.
short from these liquidity pools.
TSLT. TSLT.
Currently pushing right now.
WL.
So sell side liquidity. It's got a benchmark above, so just being careful at what STI wants to do right now. Obviously, the Nasdaq's been down most of the morning, not matching any orders, so there's probably going to be increased volatility coming into this time of day and the open. They cancelled a load of orders. They weren't backlogging them up. There were some in the system. So sell side liquidity is sitting here between 74 and 77. If this is to say short for the day, above that now, it could push.
ALGS. ING. EFSH.
Okay, so just checking to see at 280 area hold on STI. And the other one was very.
HYFYF.
which was a beautiful trade. A little bit light on volume, like I said, it was like orders wasn't getting pushed through, but we went into a benchmark tool. This is my textbook entry. We come back to 469 and tapped into that sell side liquidity, and the target was down here at kind of 429, or the middle range there, 420, and that paid out 50 cents. So that's the two trades of the morning on Very and STI, but very hard. I did not trade. I couldn't get in if I wanted to, so I just wasn't getting those orders on the dome. The dome was just kind of frozen, kind of everywhere because of the NASDAQ issue. So that is all we've got. Let's just check STI again. Yeah, so STI just kind of toying with that level now. It's back above its stair steppers. We don't have a momentum short down to this level, so it feels like it needed to pull back to get this sell side liquidity. Like I said, a close above 81. We've got to be careful because 325 is sitting up there. So remember, a lot of them longs may not have been in or been able to get in earlier, so we'll see what they've got. NQ just topped there. NQ just topped at the top of the sell side liquidity pool there, so just keeping an eye on that. That was an increased volume down the bottom here. You can see an increased volume push above anything we've had this morning, so that could start to sell off at this point. Alright, so I'm going to head off. I'll be over to trade the pool in about 30 minutes. I'll restream it on Tradecast if you're on Tradecast. If not, I'll catch you all later. Thanks for coming along. Cheers, guys.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Next.